Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, today is the day. I got myself an Athearn locomotive, or an Athearn Genesis locomotive. This is an Athearn Genesis FP45. I know this review is a little bit late. I've had this model for a little bit. I've gotten to play around with it, but it's still basically new. I haven't broken anything other than one thing that I'll have to tell you about in a minute. But very impressed with the model. It is sound. It's got Soundtrack Tsunami sound. Very impressive model. I paid $149.98, about $150 for it. So that's, it's normally, I think MSRP'd for like $290. So I got a pretty good deal on it. Not the best, but a hobby store can do what they can do. Very, very nice locomotive. I'm very happy with it. And of course, it's the Santa Fe Warbonnet. Or not Warbonnet, but the Santa Fe Super Fleet. So let's go ahead and open the box. Now, to the broken piece I blame all on the box. And it's because of how they packed it that the piece broke. There you can see the model, if it will stand up. You can see these plastic pieces. No you can't. Inside the box, let me slide it out of the sleeve and then there won't be. You can see this foam piece here. It was a foam piece up here in front of the horn, right about there. And when you open the box, like this, you have to open up. And when you pull up, since that piece was right here, it caught the horn and pulled the horn off. I've since, glued the horn back on and removed that styrofoam piece so it wouldn't catch the horn anymore. But that was the only problem with the box that I had. Other than that, packaging is great. I think that that foam piece was a little ridiculous. We didn't really need that, and now I'm throwing stuff on the ground. Oh, another thing. When it was first pulled out of the box, this screen came off. And you can see I've had to glue it back on a little bit, and it shifted down because it did not glue on perfectly straight. I gotta come over and fix stuff real quick. I knocked a bunch of stuff over. Alright, but other than that, I mean, it's barely noticeable. We can pull the light shield back off. I mean, other than that, it's barely noticeable, especially because I run it the other way, and since it faces that way. As you can see, I got number 100. Number 100 is the only one with the rotary beacon, which is prototypical because they only did 91 through 100. Go ahead and get it on the tracks, and it might want to fire up, so I'm going to turn off. I would turn off the track power, but I have another locomotive on the tracks that I know will fire back up. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the power off. Should have gotten it. I'm going to pull that other locomotive off real quick. Got my Intermountain SD40-2s on the track because I was playing with those. I really, really like those as well. Alright, now I can put this on the track. The power is off. It won't try to fire up. Alright, now let's move the camera over there so we can see what we're going to look at here. Alright, hopefully I can hold this still enough that it can focus on what I need to focus on. Alright, first, for the pilot, let's see if I can, gotta get something to hold the camera still, there we go. Alright, first we have the pilot, very, very nice detail. We have our MU hoses. It did not come with these KD couplers. I had to put them on because I was at a train show and I brought a little over 50 cars, and when I got all these cars hooked up, I wanted to pull it with this because I had to show off because I had just gotten it, and I wanted everybody to see that my heavy brand new locomotive could pull this 50 cars by itself. And it started to pull the cars, it tightened up all the couplers, and then its own couplers broke because of the plastic. And then I was basically laughed out. So I had to stop, fix my couplers, and then it pulled that whole train with no problem. But like I said, this is a KD number, I don't know the number for sure. KD number 150, that's what it is. I really like the 150s. It's the exact same as the it's the exact same style as what's normally on there, just it's made out of metal instead, a lot stronger. Like I said, it's got very, very nice MU cables. These are custom, only Athearn made these for this, that actually kind of go in and curve up. You can see that under the thing there. We have coupler cut levers, very nice grab irons, very sturdier than what they normally are. We have all black grab irons, which is prototypical for number 100. Let's see, what else do we have on the Pilot? That's about it for the Pilot. We can go ahead and move up the locomotive here. Very crisp, more bonnet stuff on the front. It's a little shiny, I know. I'm trying to see. No, I'm messing up my focus now. Alright. And this camera really does not like to focus. There we go. Very, very crisp lettering, and now it's really focused. Very, very nice number boards as well. I really like them. We have metal windshield wipers on the front. Both sand filler hatches are on it. Very, very nice locomotive. Let's go ahead and move up even higher. And we can see our 3-chime horn, which was broken off before, but now is fixed. We can see our prime stereo light rotary beacon. And I just dropped my throttle. Alright. Now I can back up and move to the side. Or actually, let's go ahead and do the trucks first. So as far as the trucks go, I think they're just the same as everything else. I don't think they look any different. They look just like everything else, so nothing special for them, which upsets me a little bit. I was hoping they would go a little bit more and get some of the brake pipe detail and stuff, but didn't go that far for me. We do have a very nice builder's plate that you can almost read under magnification. Right there. Which, I mean, I bet you can almost read there. You can read the little F on the front there. Means forward. We have a nice louvered piece here. Very crisp number 100. And metal grab rails for the doors. These are nice metal wire, just like the grab irons. They're a little bendy because they're so thin. Alright, and moving up, we have a nice nice rear view mirror. Nice windows with a very nice cab interior. No people, but you can see that everything is painted inside. You have the black seat and then the EMD green colored interior. I'll go over some of the rooftop detail in a minute. I'll actually go over everything on the roof, but you can see all the really nice detail and how nice that's going to look when we get there. Alright, move along the side a little bit. Now that we're in the middle, we can get to the railings here. And one thing I want to go over is, because I have this in a good picture, this is our lift ring. It's a little bit oversized for HO scale, but what it lacks in perfectness, it makes up for in the fact that you can actually see through it, which I think is really cool. Back to what I was saying. These are actually metal. These are our dynamic brake vents, which I thought it was really cool that these are actually metal. And I know this because, like I said, the one on the other side came off, and I got to play with it a little bit, and it's actually a piece of metal. I don't know if it's brass or if it's just stainless steel or what have you, but you know. We have all our piping here on the fuel tank, including our filler nozzle and our sight gauges and such. I am impressed with the piping along the side here, and our rivet detail as well. We have a very, very crisp Santa Fe logo. Try to stop and let you see how nicely done that is. And also more piping along the side here. I'm going to go up a little bit to get the big radiator fans. The radiator fan black body for the locomotive. And the body actually comes all the way up to the top, and it's very, very heavy. Or not the body, but the chassis. As we move along towards the back, we have our trucks that, again, I'm not very impressed with. And I'll push the model forward a little bit more so that we can see the actual back. Alright, just like the front, we have our MU cables, but these are standard, and our air hose. Again, the KD coupler that I installed in our MU receptacles, just like on the front. Our incandescent light bulbs. Our sand filler hatch up towards the top. Our number 100 above the door. And our black grab irons and our blacked out our blacked out marker lights. Alright, we're going to get up to the roof, and we'll go from back to front this time, because the front of the roof is where it's at, if I can say. I'm going to try to hold this as still as possible. I know sometimes I have some real issues with holding things still. Hold on 1 second, I think I got a better idea. I'll just let you look at how crisp the Santa Fe logo is while you wait. You can see this, and as you wait, I'll also tell you, you can see that Blueford Shops box behind you that I'm going to be using. That is because I bought a Blueford Shops caboose that I will show you in the video. I don't plan on doing an actual review of it, but it would still be a nice thing for y'all to see, because it's a very impressive caboose. Alright, where is the camera at? Let me get up and see what we're looking at. Alright, that's not tall enough. Alright, that's not going to work. I'm just going to have to hold it as still as possible, so here we go. As soon as it focuses, we have real metal fans and real metal... Dang it. Sorry, I'm trying to get out my pointer. First, start with our sand filler hatch right here. We have our sand filler hatch, grab irons, and this is the section where the steam generator would be. We have these really, really nice fans that it doesn't want to focus on yet. And you can actually see the sound decoder. If you see that little speck of yellow, that's part of the sound decoder. And the fans are all metal as well as the screens. On top. As we move back down, you can see this hose right here. And this hose is from our air compressor. And our air compressor is... Oh man, it rotated. Okay. Our air compressor is down here. Is under this. And that hose goes to our horn. Under these fans you can really see the sound decoder board. Again, the same fans as before, but my camera is having issues and it keeps wanting to rotate and it doesn't want to focus. But I'm going to go ahead and move along. To give it something to focus on, it will focus sometimes. But we have a nice see-through, turbo hatch there. My camera is really making me mad because it doesn't want to focus. Don't know what it is about this camera, but it just can't handle focusing. It's because I'm too shaky, I know. But as we get back here, I really want it to focus so I can show you this. But there's no way for me to hold this still and at the right height at the same time. And if I had the video editing software that I wanted, I would just take a picture of it and put it up on the screen, but I'm not able to do that. So here we go. This is really tall, but it might work. Thinking that I'm still too close to get a good picture. Sorry about all the rotating. I don't know why this thing won't sit still, but there we go. Again, we have our beacon here. We have that air hose that comes all the way up the side, and we have our AC unit and our antenna array and a rail antenna here. This is really making me mad that it won't quit doing that. I don't know what this thing's problem is and why it won't focus, but it does this after you've recorded for such a long time. It makes me mad, but either way, very very nice model. Really like it. Athearn did a really good job, even though my camera won't do anything. Sorry, I dropped some stuff there. So I want to do lighting next, if we can get camera to focus. I really wish I knew why it does this, but I don't know why it won't stay focused. But I'm trying to cover up my light real quick to get it dark enough so that we can do lighting. Alright, now I'm ready to do lighting. So here we go. First we have our headlight. Oops, sorry, I completely forgot to select it on the throttle. So, hold on real quick. So we select number 100. And turn the track power on. I guess we'll do sound first because it's going to want to fire up. So alright, so here's our, I'm very limited being that I'm using my DC-300 throttle, and I've been just having problems with electronics all day. My phone quit working today, so But I'm using my DT300, so we won't be able to do all the way up from 0 to 8. So first we're going to do our bell. And the horn. Alright, horn. Next F4 is our dynamic brakes, I think. No. Yes, dynamic 4 is our 4 is our dynamic brakes, but it revs up first when you're sitting still. It's rev up when you're sitting still, and when you're moving it will hit the dynamic brakes. I forgot 3. 3 is our coupler clank. No, 3 is our short horn, never mind. F5 is our beacon, so I'm not going to turn that on. And F6 is also another, no, F5 is empty for a function output. F6 is our beacon, which I will turn on later. F7 does our headlight dimming, so we're not going to do that. And of course F8 mutes it, just like always. Alright, I would really like to do the lights, but to do the lights it would help if it was focused so you could see them. So as I readjust the camera, maybe it will get focused. So I can just get my pointer out and point at some stuff real quick. Hold it there to get it to tension, maybe. I don't know why it does this, because it seems to just be focused on like nothing, but let's see if it will focus there. So I'm going to fix my light again so that we can do lighting, even though my camera's being dumb and you can't see anything. All my stuff is stuck under camera holder. I like that it focuses on my hand, but it won't focus on the model. There we go. That'll work. First we have our headlight. So there's our headlight. Like I said, F7 also will dim it, so come on, you gotta get throttle doesn't want to turn F7 on. I don't know why. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. Alright, well, just trust me that F7 dims. For some reason, the throttle won't turn F7 on, but whatever. Here's F6 with the beacon. I really, really like the beacon. It's actually really nice looking. My throttle's still not making any sense here. So why it will do some things, but it won't do others. There we go. Alright. Now I got it to dim. So there's the headlight dimmed. There's full bright. I didn't see that I actually had a button mashed down, and it was messing some things up. So, there's the beacon, and there's the headlight. I'm going to turn the camera this way so that we can see the reverse light. And we'll just have to put up with the camera because now we can see our reverse light here, maybe. Nope. It's the ceiling. Alright, here we go. There's our reverse light, and it will also dim and brighten. So, I think it's about time that we go ahead and run it, so I will go ahead and do that. Here we go. It's a very, very smooth runner. I don't have any CVs programmed yet, that's why it kind of took off. But other than that, very, very nice. I'm still mad that my camera's not focusing like it should, but at least we got most of the detail portion done before it went out of whack. And this is one speed step on the throttle, going in reverse. And the first time that was one speed step going forward. And I'm going to let it back up to some train cars so that we can see it come by the train, and then we will go ahead and weigh it, and then we'll be finished. We'll go ahead and try one thing to see if we can get the camera to be fixed real quick as we wait for it to get the cars. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta do that. There we go. Alright. If you haven't noticed, I actually used the railroad spikes that I have here as camera stands, and that's what hit. Since I have the two of them, one of them hit the floor a while ago, and that's what that big thud was. So, here it comes. And this is 20 speed steps right here that it will be coming around the corner at. Alright, well it didn't hook up to any train cars, so go ahead and take it back. I'll have to go over there and see why it's not hooking up the train cars. Just can't seem to win on this video. But alright, here we go. It's finally hooked up to some train cars. This is 20 speed steps with the train cars behind it. And that's the wrong direction. Sorry about that. I guess I'm just having one of those days, you know. And like I said, if I had some video editing software, I would try to fix this video, but as you can see, it can pull this whole train by itself at no problems. I'll let it come back around one more time, and I'll try to do one speed step so you can see. And that was the Blueford Chops caboose at the very end of the train. I'll let it go around one more time so you can see it a little better. I'm so sorry about the video, guys. I'm really mad at my camera that it won't focus. It really makes me mad when it does stuff like this, but it seems to do it all the time, so there's nothing much I can do about it, really. But here it is. This is one speed step, very smooth and very slow, pulling that whole train at one speed step. Like I said, guys, I'm so sorry about the video. I don't know what it is about this camera, but it'll do about half the video good, and then the other half of the video will just be complete crap. So, I'm real sorry about that. I don't know why it does this. I wish I had my phone, but my phone just didn't work today. I gotta go get a new one. So, but thanks for watching. We're gonna go ahead and weigh this locomotive, and then we'll be finished. So, this is actually the heaviest locomotive that I own. I'm going to turn on the throttle scale, then I'll bring the camera over there. It's the heaviest locomotive I own. If I reset that. At 1 pound, 1704 pounds. That's 773 ounces. Very, very heavy locomotive. Very nice too. I really liked it. Very nice model. On my scale of 1 to 10, I give this locomotive a solid 9. It only has a 9 because it's a little, like I said, the lift rings are a little bit oversized, even though I do like them. Also, the little minor problems with the horn and that vent, and the other little tiny problems that I said, there were just enough of them to add up, and that I want to score this a point below perfect. But other than that, very nice model. And if we were rating my camera, I'd definitely give it like a 2. So, sorry about it, guys. I really don't know how to fix this. It's got a really nice camera. It's got an 8 megapixel camera, but it's an 8 megapixel camera that just can't focus worth a crap. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go by so you can see the Blueford Chops caboose again. I don't plan on doing a review on it, but because I have it here and it's brand new, I will do a short little overview of why I like it. There's already a really good review of it by James Wright, JLWII 2000. So I won't go into an in-depth review, but I'll show you it and why I like it. Very, very nice detailed caboose. It has a lot of detail in it. Very, very nice little caboose. It does have KD couplers, and it came with KD couplers, so, that's all.